Hello.
Hello.
Wait a minute.
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
How are you? Can you see us all right?
I can see you beautifully. Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay. My computer, my laptop has been sitting on for half an hour because poor Crystal wanted to go off and ride her horse, and after hours for the town hall. But apparently we have to use her access to Zoom in order to be legal. Because I said, well, couldn't you let me do this? And she said, no, no, no. We would have real problems if it was another name and another whatever on it. So
Really?
apparently, but it was getting, to have my computer go on at 7 o'clock. Well, hello.
Hi. Do you want to say hello?
Hi.
This is our granddaughter, Evelyn.
Hi, good evening, Evelyn. You have a guest with you. Who are you snuggling?
Can you show her? Tell her where you got it.
At Old Sturbridge Village.
She went to Old Sturbridge Village. We went to Old Sturbridge Village today.
That rabbit looks so huggable. Oh,
It is.
it is. I'm so glad. Yeah, I love Old Sturbridge Village. I'm glad you had a good time there. Okay,
Yeah,
I think
okay.
John is somewhere here too. John, are you there?
Yep.
You can play right on the floor too.
Can't
if you want
see
to.
you.
You can just play right here.
Well,
Why
I
can't
can see me.
I can see
Oh,
you.
there you are. Now I've got you. Right.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Okay, so let's get this meeting started. Welcome to both of you. You are now official members, right?
We are.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
so excited. It's wonderful. Thank you so much for being official members. That is terrific. As you can see, we are a little desperate for official members.
Well, we hope we can help out. A few of these dates are coming up fast. Oh, and I forgot to mention one that they were going to ask a little help from you on, so we can do that tonight.
We can talk about that tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. John is actually the big man of the night as far as getting things done at the Arboretum. Do you realize that, John?
No, I'm a little bit concerned about that, I guess, maybe.
Okay. Denise's husband, Phil, went down and did an amazing job. We had this huge branch that came down from the cedar trees and fell on all of our shade garden wildflowers. And he went down with a chainsaw because he didn't think that Denise and I could handle my chainsaw. He's concerned about us getting loose with my chainsaw. But he went down and he chopped it all up. And I went down this morning and it was still on the wildflower. So I pulled it over onto the path. But it's right there, John, and it's a big pile of stuff. And that's the first thing that those students have to move.
Okay, great.
But it's very visible. You can't miss it. It blocks the whole path. But once they get that out, it'll be great.
And so that should just go down to the pile on the far lower edge of the garden.
Absolutely. And that's on the agenda. Let me get back to the agenda. I'm really bad at this. Okay, we're going to declare the meeting open. I'm so glad that you guys are members. You all have a copy of last month's minutes. Yep.
Yep, right here.
I would entertain a motion to accept those minutes.
So moved.
Thank you. Any second?
I'll second it.
Oh, thank you so much. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, great. Treasurer's report.
Well, no change since last time. We have about $222 in the sort of regular account that to last us through the end of June. And we've got about $8,500 in the Friends account. And we haven't had any expenses since the last report. I checked with our mailbox today at the town hall this afternoon, and there's nothing there. There's a couple of letters for you, Philippa, just copies of the notice about the appointment of our new members, and a flyer, I think, from Last Green Valley, but that's it.
Right. Yeah, I have a couple of walks coming up. I was in the town hall today, but I didn't check the mailbox. That was my deficiency. At the last town meeting, I went and talked to the head of the finance committee, and he told me that we should, because I let him know that we were I was very disappointed. We were disappointed in only getting $3,000 budget, that we need 4,000. He said, spend what you have, and then come to the finance committee, because we have additional funds that we can give you. So
Okay.
don't spend it up,
Okay,
okay?
let's go out to dinner or something, right?
No, no, that's not the idea. But I mean, I guess what he was saying was, we will back you up with additional funding if
Mhm.
if your expenses are legitimate, which they are. So I was pointing out that we really need to hire people during the summer, because that's when visitors want to come to the Arboretum, and that's when we don't have any volunteer students.
Yep.
So we need money to be able to pay those workers. And we already have one worker, Reed, who wants to come back.
Mhm,
So that will definitely use up all that money right away.
mhm.
So anyhow, that was my sort of point. I want to let you know that go spend it, okay? Okay. Current work projects. This is you, John. Pomfret School Day, 9 to 3, April the 25th, right?
That's right. And we were, I'd like to schedule time when you can show me where you want the mulch delivered to. So we'll get those logs taken away. And
Mhm.
there's probably some general pickup and raking that can be done. But
There
then we
is.
have a pile of mulch. And then I
Right.
also thought that if we have some sturdy looking people, if I got some new posts for the split rail fence, we could get them to get those installed.
John, that would be fantastic. Do you have any time tomorrow?
Perhaps. We're going to be down to one car for much of tomorrow. So I need to look at my calendar, but I think so.
You want me to pick you up?
Well, that would be even, that would make
It's easier, right?
easier.
I think it's not supposed to be raining in the morning. That's the way I
Well,
understand.
morning would be better. Let me just look at
And better for me too.
my calendar. Yes, tomorrow morning would be fine. Probably I've got to take Charlotte's car down to a place in Wyndham.
Mhm.
And then so perhaps 10 o'clock-ish, would that work?
Sounds great. Tell me what your address is.
It's 69 Prospect Street.
Okay.
So if you come to East Woodstock and turn up Prospect Street there by
Yeah,
the cemetery,
yeah.
we're on the right just below the crest of the hill.
Great. Okay, why don't I pick you up at about 10 to 10 or 10 o'clock? And then we can go and walk at the area and we'll
Mhm.
see what needs to be
Can we
done.
make it closer to 10:30?
Sure.
Thank you.
Now
I'm
this,
so
this was
I'm
the time,
flexible. Go ahead, son.
Philippa, this was the time that you had asked if Tom could get at least an hour from work to just come down and help John that day. This is the day you were talking about?
This is the day. John, would that be helpful to have Tom come and hang out with you?
The Wednesday, if you could go at
I thought
lunchtime.
they were doing Friday. This is
This is a Wednesday, right?
Right.
You're not doing it.
April the 25th, Tom.
It's a Wednesday, if you could take an hour for lunch.
yeah, I can do that.
Yes,
Okay,
he said,
John?
Sure.
he said she did.
Yep.
That would be fantastic. Thank you very much.
So at noon,
Noon to 1?
When will the kids take their lunch break?
You
Well,
want to do
you're the person in communication with the teacher, John, not me.
Well, I don't know. Then I need the teacher's contact information because I
I
don't
gave
have
it.
it.
I sent it to you.
Oh, then I've got to
Long
look at
time
my
ago.
emails.
Okay, I will.
John, do you want to get back when the best time for Tom to come is for an hour? Because he can work his
I'm
schedule.
flexible.
He's very
Yeah,
flexible.
what we've got 10 or 15 kids from Pomfret School coming, and so they're sort of grunt labor. And so what we have to do is sort of supervise them to make sure they're working on what the area where we want them to work and that they're not doing anything stupid.
Mhm.
They
It
wouldn't
might-
do that. would they?
It might be better like 11 to 12 or something after they've had a couple of
Let's
hours.
find out when they're
Yeah.
actually going to be doing.
They're doing it at 10, right?
Mhm.
10 to 3?
Something like that. Yeah, amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, they're not going to work that whole time.
Oh,
Kids can-
no.
Those are my dogs barking, sorry. My grandchildren just arrived. Ah, um,
If it's
Okay,
any consolation, we can't hear it.
oh, you can't hear it? Oh,
No.
great. That's my doodle is going crazy.
Mm.
John, I have new tops for you because if you notice our tops are in horrendous conditions. I
yep.
have some new tops and I have the laundry basket of gloves and I'll put it all into the shed for you, okay?
Yep. Do you have the magic code for the,
And I do. I will give you the magic code and you have a key, right?
yes, I have a key to the shed.
Okay. And I will give you the magic code for the toilet.
Yep.
Um, and hopefully things will, and oh, you know what? Denise said she would bake you cookies.
Yes, she did.
Would
And
you
I
like
told her
cookies?
that would be, I responded to her email today that that would be a wonderful idea.
Okay, that's great. I mean, she's a terrific baker and she loves to bake cookies, so that would be great. I will encourage her to do that for us. And I think that it's basically, well, we'll walk around and I'll show you exactly what needs to be done. And hopefully it'll get done, which will be fantastic. Any questions about that? So do you have Tom's contact in order to let him know what time he needs to come?
No, Tom, why don't you email me John M. Davis 46 at earthlink.net with times that are convenient, and then we'll be able to connect.
Yeah, Philippa, we should get Tom's, you've got, get all of our contact information to all of you guys, so I can send that in an email to you.
John
Okay.
M. Davis at earthlink.net.
John M. Davis 46 at earthlink.
46. Okay.
There are a lot of John M. Davises in the world, it turns out. They all
Yes.
have earthlink accounts.
Is that the email that Denise emails to?
Yes.
'Cause- okay, so I've got it on our computer too. Okay.
Okay, so we're all set as far as that goes.
Yep.
And John, there is a first aid kit in the shed if it's needed.
Yep.
Hopefully it won't be
Oh,
needed.
there's a lot of moss around. We could just use that.
Absolutely. Why not? Yes. Okay. So on May the 22nd, Woodstock Academy is coming from 2:30 to 4, and Sarah will be there for that date. Is that a date that anybody else can be available? I will make sure that I'm there,
Absolutely.
but the more the merrier.
I'm gonna look. No, we've got camp reservations that we made with friends. So
Okay.
so neither
Will not be
Tom
there.
or I will be available that day.
Okay.
You said 2 to 4?
2:30 to 4.
Okay. I can probably help out that day. It will depend on how well Charlotte has recovered.
That's right. Let's hope she does well.
Yep.
I mean, she's my herald because I'm talking about doing this. And so I want to see how well she does before I go into it.
Yeah, my wife Charlotte's having a knee replaced on May 8th. So that's
Oh, well, I know Charlotte. She goes to Body by Design
Yep.
with me. Yeah.
But she's anxious. So you give her lots of reinforcement, John, because she's
Yep.
definitely anxious about this.
Yep.
And I'm anxious too, so I want you to reinforce her so that she can reinforce me.
Yep.
Okay. I have not heard anything from Julian, but I do want him to come back and look and see at how things are going, because we had a big branch that came down from the beech tree that got cut up. And then we've got this branch that just came down from the cedars. So I just want to make sure that he's, on tap for what needs to be done. Now those treatments, as far as I understand it, could be coming out of our special fund.
Yep. Yep.
Because it's care of the trees.
Oh, and
Right.
I think back to the workday. Linda Kaplan and I drove down to Federated Garden Club's function today at AquaTurf. And so she may be coming to do the spring cleanup for the woodland garden that she put in, and perhaps do that on the workday.
That would be fantastic. I went down this morning and moved all of the branches and debris off her woodland
Mhm.
garden because it was all there. Phil did a wonderful job chopping it up, but he didn't move any of the stuff. And so it was really a little making the garden a little sad. So it's
Yep.
all on the path. She would not have been happy to have seen that.
No, well, stuff happens.
She can come down now and that will be great. Yes.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, the upcoming tours, you had said, Sandra, that you might be able to come on some of those tour dates.
Yeah, 2 of them look good. So I have you in on May 8th
Mhm.
doing that tour with you. And then what was the next one? The 16th?
Right.
The 8th, both of those, and then the next one, I didn't think I could do it, but I'll do both of those with you.
So that's the 8th and the 16th, and then the 25th. They're all at 10 o'clock. They take about an hour.
Yeah, we're just getting back. We won't be back from that. We're doing a 4-day camping trip with friends. We won't be back by then.
Fantastic.
But I'll definitely do those other 2 days with you.
Okay, that's terrific. And if we tour together, any input that you have is wonderful. I really enjoy people adding stuff to what I know.
Yeah,
I
it will be
great
fun to see
stories.
it through your eyes too, and see what needs to be done. If it's not raining, would you mind if Evie and I tagged along tomorrow morning, and at least I could get an overview of what you guys are looking at?
No,
you
not at all. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, so 10 o'clock, if we're available, we'll just meet you there if it's not raining.
And even if it's raining, it might be just a drizzle. But
Yeah,
where
if we can, we'll make it there. Just put us as, if we're there, we're there. If we don't
Right.
make it, we don't make it.
wear boots anyhow. Do you have boots? Evie, do you have boots?
Yeah.
Did you bring your boots? Oh, we have your boots. We have an extra pair of boots here.
Yeah.
Wonderful. You need to wear boots because it is kind of slushy there. So you
Okay.
can squish through all the mud and the stream.
Like snow? But like mushy snow?
No, more like mushy mud. Okay. Okay, meeting date at time. Would it be possible to move our meeting to the 4th Wednesday rather than the 3rd Wednesday?
It doesn't matter to us. We'll,
Right.
if anything, we'll let you know if it bumps into anything, but
Right.
it's fine with us.
That would be great for me because I'm missing a book club that I enjoy being part of as my old working group, and I'm missing it because it's happening.
Absolutely.
That would be great. Now, because of Crystal, I'm wondering if having it any earlier in the day would be possible. Now-
The meeting?
Well, the meeting, because we're meeting at 7, but that's, way outside town hall hours. And so she was saying that she had me put my computer on at 6:30 tonight so that
Oh,
she could
Yeah.
go to ride her horse.
what time is it open on Wednesday nights till?
Oh, the town hall will be closed if we have an evening meeting. But I'm
Okay.
just wondering if we can meet at like 6, for instance, gives her
Oh,
a little.
6 would be
Yeah.
fine. 6 is fine.
John, is that okay with you?
Yeah, we just reschedule dinner for the
Well,
once.
that's what I'm wondering about is dinner, because
Yeah.
it's half an hour and it's around dinner time. So is that a problem?
It's not a problem for us. We,
Right.
he usually gets home from work right around 6, so we'll just have the meeting. If he's a little late, he'll just join us and we'll have dinner right
Okay.
after.
And the
John?
town hall is open late on Wednesdays, so they're
Oh,
open.
you,
That's the days I work.
oh, he's working from home those days, so,
Yeah, I try to work home on
so
Wednesday.
there's no problem.
Even if I do, 6 works fine, so I can just get out a little early.
Okay. So Sarah is sort of one of the people, if she has something commitment at Woodstock Academy, we don't know because she's in Ireland right now. But John, you can hang on waiting for dinner.
Oh, sure. Well, I'm the guy that fixes it, so we'll just shift it.
Okay. Wow. You're the man, huh? Okay. So let me try that. Okay. Okay. The summer youth workers through EastCon, that's the next item. Stephanie contacted Denise, or Denise contacted Stephanie at some meeting that they were at. And EastCon hires young people with, I think, with disabilities to work during the summer, and they pay them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were interested, this lady was interested in having them come and work at the Arboretum. However, the hours are really too demanding, I think, for us. It's like they would work 4 or 5 days a week, and they'd come in for 5 or 6 hours a day. And they would need one of us there supervising them.
Mm.
Wow.
That's too much of a commitment as far as I'm concerned. I love the idea of having them come, but my thinking is, you know, maybe 2 days a week for 2 hours. I mean, for us to have kids work, they could probably do 2, maybe 3 hours, but certainly no longer than that.
Especially if there's some kind of disabilities going
Mhm.
too. It's hard work.
Yes, it is. And you know, yeah. So we're exploring that, but that is something that you know would be a nice thing to have.
Mhm.
But my thinking is that for us to have to make that kind of commitment, I would ask maybe each one of us to commit to 1 day a week for 3 hours, or who can do that for 3 hours? I don't
I
know.
can, yeah, I can do it on certain days as long as I know in advance. So
Well,
I work 2 to 3 days a week.
Mhm.
And so if the other days, if something gets scheduled in, if you schedule it in, it's you. So you know
Right.
that.
Well,
So we're good.
that was my thought, is that maybe we can do, so you know, a certain number of days a week, and
Mhm.
maybe that they can find work either at the Pink House or the orchards or anywhere else around. I mean, lots of people are hiring for workers, so we're exploring that. But do you
Mhm.
think that's worth exploring or not? I want some feedback on this.
I think for if it's not the extensive time, if it's just 3 hours a week for, was it 4 weeks or something like that? You know, it's not for a long period of time, right? Just for some of the summer, right?
Right. I think it's a 6-week period, but I'm not sure.
Yes, you know, we could probably work it out around vacations and things. I think we should look at the schedule and see if we can do it.
Right.
Because, you know, everybody's got summer vacations and coming
Mhm.
and going too.
I hope
I
you
think
all.
we should explore it. It'd be good.
Mhm.
I
John,
think
how do you feel?
we'd have to think about what projects we wanted them to work on. You know, 'cause
Right.
in the spring and fall, we've got cleanup, general raking and things like that. But in the rest of the year, it's more specific things. So that might
It's
be a
weeding,
challenge.
weeding, and weeding. Yeah.
Well, that's true. That's true. But then
I
if
mean,
they're, depending on how familiar they are with um, flowers and gardens and stuff, somebody have to
right.
make sure they're weeding the right stuff.
Yeah, you're quite right. Yeah. So I mean, it's a possibility. Now we do have Reed, who we hired last summer to work
Yep.
there, and he apparently is interested in doing it again, but he's going to have to go through the same steps as he did before because he's a town employee, so he will have to apply, and we will have to advertise in Shopper's Guide. And I went in and saw Crystal today, and you know, Crystal and Christine are still just totally destroyed
Yep.
by Jay's death. So that, you know, trying to add anything extra to their what they need to do is tough to do right now.
Mhm.
But that will have to happen. That it'll have to be advertised in the Shopper's Guide, and then they will have to send in their applications. But he would like to work again, and he at least knows the place. He's worked there last summer. He knows what needs to be done. He's great at cutting down, you know, intrusive vines and moving. He likes big jobs. He likes to get in there and do a big, heavy duty job. He doesn't particularly like to weed. he was definitely an earth mover. Would that be right, John?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. But that's an option that we have, but we would have to pay for that. And that would be something that we would present to the finance committee when you've spent all our money, John.
Yeah. Well, and we don't have a bill yet. I don't know whether the yard has been mowed yet or not
It
because
hasn't, not yet, no.
And I don't know when they're planning to start, because that's the most regular bill we get is from them.
Right. Yeah, that's the regular bill, and then Julian will have his treatment bills, which
Yeah.
they come out of the other area. But yeah, and who knows what tree is going to suddenly fall down on us.
Yep.
We still have that huge tree that you noticed, Sandra, was blocking the
Mhm.
path that had
Right.
rolled down the hillside. And the town had said they were going to remove it, but it's been so wet, they haven't been able to bring the heavy equipment down without destroying the grass in order to remove that trunk. But that has to go.
Mhm.
And then, I think we need to hear from Julian. What are the priorities on the dead and dying trees? Are you waving at me? Is that my hand? She's waving back. But I mean, we've got clearly trees there that are somewhat doomed. And we need to have some priorities on which ones we can take care of. So I will get on to Julian again. He's great at
So
coming in.
is the town gonna actually do that? Or are they procrastinating, or is it just because it's wet and they'll definitely get in there and take that tree out?
They said they were going to do it because it
Okay.
blocks the path, and therefore it's a hazard.
Right.
What I'd heard in the past was if there is a safety hazard, the town will do it. So that anything that is creating that safety hazard, because of this is the town park and insurance, and it falls on somebody's head, the town will take care of it. Now, this tree is not going to fall on somebody's head, but it could roll on somebody's foot or trip somebody up or whatever. And they
Right.
had said they would take care of that tree. In fact, Jay went down and looked at it. I really miss him because he was very active with the Arboretum. He came down, he looked, he visited, he came to events at the Arboretum. So, we will just have to see what happens. But yeah, yes, Tom, it's it's there and has to be taken care of.
Okay, good.
Okay. And the big elephant in the room is our purple beech tree, which
Right.
is the grandmother of the Arboretum, is the one that everybody looks at and everybody wants to see. And when you're doing the tour, what's that big tree up there? They all want to get around to the end of the tour and see what that big tree is. But that is the tree that is going to be very expensive to treat.
That's when you
Whether
know.
we take
Right.
down
Right.
the part of it that's sick, or we take down the whole tree, or what we do, that's going to be huge because it's on that hillside.
Right. Right.
So I don't know. Okay. Any other thoughts, questions, concerns?
Mhm.
John, 10:30 tomorrow? 10:30, right, Sandra? Not 10:30.
Oh, 10:30. Yeah, it'll be, we'd love to go walk and kind of see what you guys do. Wouldn't that be nice?
So if you could make it 10:30, John, any other questions, concerns, thoughts?
Nope, nope.
Great. Tom, any concerns? You're new?
No, not right now. I'm
Okay.
sure after I'll hear back from her about tomorrow, and we did visit that one time, so we're got a mental image of things that might need to be done.
Right. Things are in bloom right now, so it's looking pretty.
Oh, good.
Fun to go down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Good night, everybody. I'm going to shut
night.
you off. Yes.
Do you like bunnies?
Love bunnies. Are you going to bring your bunny tomorrow?
What?
You gonna bring your bunny with you
You're going to
tomorrow?
bring your bunny tomorrow?
Yeah, and guess what? I'm obsessed with them.
You are? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Do you know that, remember when we did the Halloween thing? Philippa was in there. She was one of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
I'm
remember that?
curious. What do you mean when you're obsessed with bunnies? That's very interesting.
I really like them and love them. I
Oh,
want to have one.
She
You want
wants a real one.
You want a real live bunny? Oh, yeah.
My
They're
cousin Scarlett has one.
yeah. Can you go over and love that bunny?
I can't.
No.
Yes, you can.
I can't go over to her house that much.
No. You'd
Because
like to
they're
have
busy.
a bunny of your own at your house, huh? Yeah.
Because
Bunny.
they're busy.
Mm. Do you like the loppy bunnies with the long ears or the bunnies with the ears that come up? Which ones do you like?
The one with the ears up.
Just like that one. Oh, with the ears that come up. That is a cute bunny. You like cute bunnies. Okay.
All right.
Bring your bunny. Okay. We'll see you tomorrow.
All
Okay,
right,
thank you.
thanks.
Okay. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.